All right, guys, I know some women are going to kill me about this, but we just got to talk about it. This conversation has to be had. We need to bring it up. Let's go ahead and check it out. Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Big Blue. This channel where you find the truth, seek understanding, and be the light. I just want to dive into this video. I'm not going to give much information. Let's just go right into it, and we'll talk about it in the end.
Hey, sis. Meet me on the porch. At this point, I need everybody to meet me on the porch. I need the black women, I need the white women, and I need the black men. This is some seriously real shit that I am utterly disturbed by, and I am just tired because I don't understand why there's this major attack on black women. So this video, if it goes into a part 2, not a problem. I'm about to ram it up. I was in the barbershop today. And it was a young black male come in there. He might have been between that 22 to 24 age group. Very handsome. Very, very handsome. You guys can already tell what's going on here. So I believe he's might have just been coming back from college or graduating or whatever the case may be, because they were happy to see him when he came in. So he sits down, and so they're just talking, what's going on, and he's giving an update. He's graduated, he's got an engineering degree. Oh my God, I'm over there on the proudness. I'm in the background, I don't know him, I'm just kind of sitting down listening to what he's saying. So the barber begins to get filled in on him. What's been going on, this and he says, I'm coming back, I'm getting married. So everybody, like, great. And I'm so on the side, being so nosy and over there like a proud auntie. I don't even know this young man, right? So they start to kind of converse amongst each other, and they're talking. And so the young man says, yeah, I'm having a little problem. It's a lot going on because I'm marrying a white woman. And my family, they're not too happy about it.
Figured that.
So the barber and everybody was like, oh, well, to each his own, and this, that, and the other. So the barber was just kind of speaking to him, and he said, hey, where'd you meet her? And he said, oh, I met her in college. And he was like, oh, okay, because, back in the day, you had all the girls. What made you decide that she was the one? Like, what made you want to marry the white girl or the white woman? No, with no disrespect. So what this young man said after that is what just literally took me out the game. As a black woman, as a black mom, here we go. This is in general. Part. Let's go. So he says that, he come from, of course, the hood and had a hard knock life, just with one mom and no dad, and that same shit. Like, don't nobody I hate the fact that is such a stereotype. We hate it too.
Kudos. Broke the stereotype, made a difference. Single mom, but you made it to college. You got yourself an engineering degree, which is not an easy degree. I went to college with an engineering degree, and I did not leave with an engineering degree. But kudos for sure. Those men need to be applauded. Those men need to be taken care of, and those men deserve a lot, because breaking cycles is not an easy thing, especially if you don't even know that you're in the cycle. Let's keep going.
But so he goes off to say that when he went to college, it was a college that was mixed, but more so of a white college. And he start, meeting up with white friends, and, they introduced him to another whole world that he didn't know existed, and the young girl, she became a friend and then introduced him to their family. And when he goes over there, they're all married. The parent is married, and they have a really good home, and they do things together, and they communicate. It's just a good energy, a good vibe. And this man said, I never knew this side of life. My life was always loud and chaotic and always disruptive with my family.
Oh, boy.
So the young man said, he would go over there, and they would go on vacations. They would have Sunday dinners. When they had cookouts, there was no fussing, no fight, no arguing. It was just all love and vacations. I was thrown at what this young man was saying in regards to what he seen and what he witnessed being with this young lady and this new side of life. And so he said that, when he seen it, he started thinking about all of the chaos that his life was. It was always baby mama drama and fussing and fighting, and they'll get together as a family and it'll be a fight, and the drunk uncles, the drunk mamas, he was like, my aunt and uncles, they all on welfare and always scheming and always fussing and fighting, cussing, trying to hook up with this dude and that dude. And it's just all these black women, just all that seemed like that's all I was raised up under. That's all I seen. That's all I know. And then I get to the white woman and it's different. And what he said after this is what really broke me. He said, it's like when I came home the last time, he said, and I was in my family's event, it was nothing but chaos. He said the women, they in house shoes and bonnets, they ghetto acting. He said, and I love them, but I don't love it. And he said, being with my white girlfriend, fiance, and her family, he said, you know what it's like? And this is what got me, ladies. He said, it's like if you're in a crowded room and you're surrounded by chaos and just everything is just chaotic and noisy and loud and disruptive, and you take some headphones and you put the headphones on and you can drown everything out, because when you put the headphones on, it's quiet and it's peace. He said, that's what my fiance is to me.
Dang.
And her white family, that whiteness. He said, they're my headphones and they are my peace. He said, and then black women and my black side of the family, they are the noise. They are the chaos. They are the noise.
What do you even say to that? Women, all the women, I know y'all are gonna come into this comment section. Please come into the comment section, because I want to know, what do you say to that? Because I genuinely want to know. I'm genuinely asking at this point. I know a lot of people, even me back in the day when I was in college and stuff like that, I was like, yeah, sure. I could be interested in somebody that's white, but as far as marrying a white family, even now, they'd have to be specific, the family dynamic has to be specific. But then that breaks, even just that alone, that breaks that barrier of, she has to be white, she has to be black. You can be any race, and I'll be okay with that as long as the family dynamic matches with what I'm trying to do, so that it's not a headache for me, at least the least that it could possibly be. So for those that are heavy on the black people need to bleed with black people, when you're involved, when you're raised in this type of environment where, like he said, it's always chaotic, there's always some issue, there's always some drama, and then you're introduced to peace and they want to stay in that peace. Is he wrong for that? Is he wrong for that? Because I wonder, because I know for me, I'm just like, yo, it's like, oh, now the thing that I will definitely say is that there's a high chance that he jumped into the commitment. And not saying that it was a bad idea that he went ahead and got engaged. I'm saying that he didn't give a chance to other women, other black women that are out there. But see, this is the problem that I have, guys, because now this brings up the major question that I have is, what is being black means? And why I say this is because if we really care about the idea, black people, please come. I need assistance, y'all, because I'm really trying to make sense of all this. Okay, let me just get to the point that I'm trying to make, this new thought that I had. When it comes to, again, in this situation, what does it mean to be black? I'm going to keep asking this over and over again, because we see the ghetto black people, we see the ghetto black environment and all that stuff, the craziness, low income, whatever the case may be. He didn't say that. No, he did say they were on food stamps and welfare and stuff like that. So essentially, you would think that's low income, more just people that's trying to, play the system and all that good jazz, whatever. White people play the system too, but it's like, The chaos. Let's just start with the chaos. The chaos that he's experienced with the black community. Even though the girls that he dated, there was still chaos with the people that he, with the women that he dated back when he was younger, or the girls that he was with back when he was younger. There was always chaos. Then he goes away to a school where he learns, get an education. He's around new people that look at life a different way. And then from there, he meets a girl that is involved in this lifestyle that's different from what he knows. And he realizes that this lifestyle makes sense. It probably aligns more with what it is that he's trying to associate himself with, what he's trying to grow, the environment that he would prefer to be around. As he continued to get older, and maybe while he was at school, he probably started to realize that being amongst people that are, the whole single child or single parent household probably isn't the best thing. Sticking on welfare for years and years on end probably isn't the best thing. Trying to, fraud the system and stuff like that, even though plenty of people do it. But, morals, that's probably not the best thing. And all of this nagging and trying to fight with family and this, that, and the third, and nobody really being happy where they are and stuff like that, probably not the best thing. But over here, they align with what I am looking for. So the point that I'm trying to make in that is there are black people that are over here. There are. And that's what I mean by, he didn't give a chance to actually find that black girl that's over there. The thing is, there's not that many. And not only that, they're pretty hidden. They're sitting in the private schools. They're going into these Ivy League schools and stuff like that. And maybe not even going to these Ivy League schools, but they're already associating themselves and having their life already kind of in the balance, or they're just highly independent and don't need a man and don't even really interact with people to begin with. There's just a myriad of things. But if you found something that is good, keep it. I would say that if they live that type of lifestyle and they have that level of peace, I would say that there's a good chance that they may be a Christian type household. I could be wrong, but I would say that it's more Christian like than some other households, depending on the way that the family is. I could be right, I could be wrong. I don't know. But people, please, I need to know in the comment section what y'all think in regards to this, especially the black women. I know the white women, I'm not saying that I'm siding with you. Don't get things twisted. Don't get things twisted to that extent. I'm just saying that, again, being unbiased because I'm unbiased as much as I can until I get all the evidence. But he's living the stereotype and he wants out of the stereotype. Is he wrong for that? Should he have just settled with somebody that was in that culture? Should he have kept on looking for that individual, for that one black girl being specific, since we care so much about identity? Should we care and find that black girl that isn't the same as the environment that I grew up with, but is similar to the environment that I'm trying to be, associate myself around? Should I wait for that specifically? Because you could be waiting a long time. You may come across her plenty of times and not even notice it. Who knows? Or if you found your piece of somebody that you would want as your wife, should I not just take that? She could have been Indian. She could have been Asian. Like, she could have been Hispanic. Guys, there's I just don't know. And then the issue that, and bringing up that question before as regards to what is black, the reason I ask that is because when we talk about black, normally we think about low income black. Normally we think about, hood black. Normally we think about, rap, hip hop, R&B, soul food. We think about, health issues. We think about issues with pregnancies that could be detrimental to the women. We think about, men overworking or having to work a whole bunch of jobs and stuff like that. This is the stuff that we think about when we think about what the definition of being black. But if you have somebody that's living like, I guess, the white people, are they no longer black? Are they still black? What defines being black? Because they don't drink Kool-Aid, because they don't know any songs from Tupac, because I don't know, because they don't eat soul food or whatever the case may be. They don't use seasoning in their cooking. Everything is pretty bland. Are they now not considered black anymore? Where's the line at? Because it's just a weird concept to me. It's a concept that should not exist, but it does. And as much as I don't associate myself with that environment as much anymore, just because that's not what I'm around, I'm still curious, guys, because I need I need answers. I want to understand. Because for the most part, I don't even think black people even understand what is what. Y'all let me know in the comment section what y'all think. I'm gonna catch you on the next one. Take it easy. Peace.